the main focus no ebeko electoral commission na bato edi enimo ba 2024 ba ansa na no amemfa ncha kese nkomo bi ohwedwumade na menka so share live for original TV so no uko social media handles na Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok ni original TV GH sanso na ko YouTube channel na original TV Ghana also betimi follow ha matumi aye de esra no so ko page bia like a pages no like a programs ahodo na follow a pages ahodo na edwumadi ahodo e de nyina no benya sunsun so benya notification na de watimi hu de ekọ ne de benyina medin exercise amohonto ni me betimi from the captain of the dress show betimi from my igbe mafia majo so be fie ha de a man from is me on top enne me pese e di nkomo bi e de efa 2024 election any di enimu ebabat yanko ni ensuan de kakra na wi asimpeni sei kwesi ada be yeda e sha se free be me de nwumre ensu beto so a e yam frama edikan na 2024 edi ne besie enti 2024 road to election 2024 said we see ho no enche de hia se 2022 ya yetwam yenye wuram na ewura 2023 say parents 2024 na na ekwa na abato no a ene di animu ayede ekro no na ba ne sia ohun abrewai ato aba se na ba wato so ba mfa so na se ma ye de ebre ne betumi atre but na nya no ne yehwe ene me pese yehwe ne ma miensa bi as far as 2024 election is concerned there were 3 government institutions play very critical role and as a vital role of 2024 election. The Electoral Commission, the National Identification Authority, and for that matter, Ministry of Communication. But Ministry of Communication, the internal no the SIM card with registration exercise. I hope that's not settled. About the National Identification Authority and the Electoral Commission. These 2 government institutions, whether 2024 election will be peaceful or violent or bloody, these 2 institutions. So already the Electoral Commission has made some directives, and National Identification Authority has also made some response. Now they see year 2020 enema bebre koso Ghana for yebuani go so because sometimes it do about what breso a ye be politically so bias enti say hu sade na enkoyie mpo na hu se be favor your party a we don't want to talk about it. We only complain when hu sa ade no ekotia your party and say na complaining. The National Identification Authority play a vital role in 2020 election. The share Ghana card registration and say the course for Ghana for you any go so. How are some of the regions? Number of days, any number of year workers, any machines are they call regions to call register. It doom some other regions, how are you double no? Your double machinery they call your double staff they call your extended date no in your so. National Identification Authority NIA 2020 election ye Ghana card registration ne besi na catch us ukuta voter ID card dada no ayenje nanso krofo wa Ashanti region dodo no including my village seseko krofo kuta voters ID card dada na de come here register omo but of some other regions are nentisa. The reason omo extended registration exercise in Ashanti region for 2-3 consecutive times no only a NIA for ne betimi explaining. Why the same thing happened in Eastern region, they multiply the machines and also workers on the call Ashanti region and Eastern region, only NIA and a bit to me actually. Banyanko poncha de say 2020 election ye free, say ye fair, say anye free, say anye fair, ye de no ko ye chi, penyisi de mu adi no wonim ko de aka be bo ho ban. They say the idea anim 2024 election. There's every indication say 2024 election, whether it will be free, fair, transparent before, during, and after the election, is going to be manned by these 3 institutions. I say 2 institutions are yebedi hunkomo. But me person yemhwe adebe. Electoral Commission, NIA, National Identification Authority, ene omo ye Ghana card. Electoral Commission amiate say the Ghana card is going to be a sole document. even limited registration oba beye no eno ne ade pa obeje empo limited registration obeye no yese o ma kwan electoral commission say o ma kwa ma guarantee se ka ne bia me ma register kuta eye Ghana eye voters ID card mitimi ko guarantee mo be electoral commission is making sure say the work can say bemudi ana say 2024 o ko register the Ghana card. Without Ghana card you cannot register, so only register as a speaker. Now you share Ghana National Identification Authority or more asset the National Identification Authority mandate, functions and powers are or more ewo mutainche. The NIA was established by an Act of Parliament, Act 707. It is mandated to register all Ghanaians and legally and permanently resident of foreign nationals 6 years and above under the National Identification System, create a national database or register, issue them with a national identity card, that's Ghana card, and manage the use of the database. And the Parliament in so educating National Identification Authority no. Adwuma de show monsan say, omo hwe say, omo be choro Ghana fo nyina edin. Ene amanfrafo atu bata betena Ghana. Omo di mfie ensia ekro no. Yentwe omo nyina edin, na mfa omo din ho nkratasem nyina omo na behwe eso. The authority is mandated to establish a national data center and manage a national database, set up a system to collect, process, store, retrieve, and disseminate personal data on the population, that's Ghanaian citizens, both residents and non-residents, and legally and permanently resident foreign nationals. Ensure the accuracy, integrity, and security of such data, and to issue and promote the use of national identity card in Ghana. And to majumane say, omo do church Ghana fodin, nyam obi ahye so de. We are my friend in to Ghana, or to Batabetna Ghana, when you finish and qua, once ye obi. Omo for mun sem nyina no mo na mwa no kokoa mu asem e data no mo na mfa ho nsem mfa nto ho. Se betimi o Ghana fodwe wo mu omo hwe se dwumade no mudie no integrity no kredi be koso bambo mapa betimi akoso accuracy pepepe ye betumi akoso omo na nhwe ho nsem nyina. National Identification Authority asede. It is also to make data in its custody available to persons or institutions authorized by law to access the data. Almost na data no ma ye no di no ma church ni nyina se Ghana fo no mo ama no ne ehunsem nyina no omo na wo so mo di sie se Ghana ni bi epe enhwehwemu bi no opemaye bi a na se mrama no kwan a omo de be ma no endumakuo bi so epe ewo mra kwa se na mrama ho kwan a omo na wo so mo hwe. National Identification Authority wo hwe the act a e create wo mo no a Act of Parliament e create Act 707 na. And say National Identification Authority no yambandeti omo say yama omo timeline say a 3 days number of years and as a number of months or weeks or days or hours no I was so timi church Ghana fo nyina the way a continuous process. So National Identification Authority, as any development country in the world, when it comes to national ID, it's a continuous process, any deadline biya. And to share the act I created National Identification Authority na already free through kosia and trebe bia se National Identification Authority yama 2 years, yama 10 years, yama 1 year, yama 6 months or 3 months or 2 days or 1 hour or 30 seconds to register obia yama omo sa asede no. Now yemfi National Identification Authority na yenko Ministry of Communication ma me esrowusu enso aso ye yemfi Ministry of Communication omo so asede also almost mission ye oko Ministry of Communication omo mission ye to facilitate the development of a reliable and cost-effective world-class communications infrastructure and services driven by appropriate technological innovation and accessible by all citizens to enhance the promotion of economic competitiveness in a knowledge-based environment. And the ministry way omo butaye ne say omo ya so ya ba ne kitawde abefo kwaso omo no so omo hwe se bibibi eba ene ye free ha na ekọ ebetimi aba ade bi ebetimi abo man kitawde mapa etimi akoso Ghana fo entem ne wiase nyina no omo na ye omo asede se omo betimi ahwe omo vision enso enie ofa eye National Identification Authority for omo eye vision oko mo ministry do makane Ministry of Communication and Digitalization is to ensure the convergence of communication technologies to facilitate the promotion of a viable integrated national development process within a global setting. And to almost also the end say, chese abefu kwembi abaswa ye faso di djuma ewo maga na ni wiase afa na nyina no eyo mo anyina asede se omoso behwe se Ghana esubesi menya so mfaso de enti offer this ministry of communication mami esrowusu eda no saso ye no a there is no timeline to their work and also mission or vision because technology there every day technology for esiba we as in penise ade chi ade se na bresesa and they have no timeline say ya mo say ye create sa ministry 10 years 20 years 30 years or 1 year or 6 years or 1 week or 1 hour Mumfanya masedi nyina wasam ye. No, it's a continuous process because a government institution omu provided everlasting solution as far as communication is concerned in this country. So it's a continuous process. Now you feel na you call the Electoral Commission. Now you share the Electoral Commission so almost so asede Ejuma ben and edema Electoral Commission. You call Electoral Commission so the Electoral Commission is one of the governance institutions provided under the 1992 Constitution. The commission was established by the Electoral Commission Act, Act 451 of 1993. It was set up purposely to manage and conduct all public elections and referenda, to handle all matters directly related to the conduct of election in the country. And the Electoral Commission for Swasadian say, afi 1993, yeti Electoral Commission asye no. Omo de so mo wesa abatuo bia ye beto. Anase oman Ghana pese bibi ne pese ye adwuntwa ye referendum a Electoral Commission for asede. Abatuo say ankra adwumakuo bi anase institution bi anaye aban de na pese omoto aba no Electoral Commission asede. Enti na empo university students say private or government omo na koto aba Electoral Commission we say bibia ebetumi akoso. That is their mandate. Now you sure so it is made up of 7 members, the chairman, 2 deputy chairmen, and 4 other members. The Electoral Commission as well, you are chairman and as a chairperson. Now the body actually you and a full 9 or more any pansui and a Electoral Commission or modi anymore. You sure or master day or more functions of the Electoral Commission. 1 provides input for the formation of policies. And the Electoral Commission must say they say input about policies. A kwan ben de be faso ya ba to nhihye ne ho nkro no banyina no Electoral Commission aso de so be formulate policies. Number 2, ensure the development and implementation of guidelines for the conduct of election. And to see a kwakoto aba bia Electoral Commission na na said so de ho nhihye beba aba na yakoto na mra de be konie nhihye be fa nhihye ni e kwan ba fato ato aba nyina no Electoral Commission na na said so be ni nyina. 2 or 3, ensure the demarcation of electoral boundaries for election purposes. Say baby e beto aba polling stations ahodo ye be create constituencies ahodo ye be create ni nyina Electoral Commission for asede so mo be sa na ma ni nyina titimi ka se constituency we aha ene kokosie polling station we ni padodo amoti sampotam ha sei no mo soso mutimi to aba aha na wose nyina mokokoto aba sa ni pakasa ko we anase demarcation mo soso mo de aha na mutimi to aba nti ba ne sa nchichemu nyina na Ghana Constitution ni de nyina hye the Electoral Commission of Ghana omo nsaso omo na ye o masede so omo hwe entutu sa ne ama no enyina oto aso a ensures the acquisition and distribution of electoral materials in collaboration with the procurement department. Enti abato bia ye kwa akoto eniaba bia omo behia akade bia omo behia material bia no Electoral Commission no asede so omo ene be di animu ame akwa akoto ebra procurement authority enyumaku ahodo a omo na ye o masede so omo behwem sa ade aga na ye kwa akoto no sebi de epenu yensa tumi aka procurement authority no omo asede so omo timi hwe etoto eniama nyina. Ensures the compilation, revision, and expansion of the voter register. The Electoral Commission never say about church Ghana for nyina say ekoto aba say revision omotena say sakram we say edina ya atro no we say yen sakramu we say di bi ka we say bi frame omo no be afi expansion of voters register say e betre voter registration mu say e betre mu anase ntrem no ne nyina Electoral Commission adwuma ensures the conduct and supervision of all public election and referenda. Almost in a way about to be a quacoto or my Ghana Muasino, Electoral Commission said yes, or Beshe about to Nina SO6. Ensure the conduct and supervision of election for statutory and non-statutory bodies. Enti enyumakua ya shabanse, enyumakua ya shabanse abatu nyinano Electoral Commission na Ghana mra ama no kwanse wotimihwe abatu so emanitumi eye apart from Electoral Commission Ghana mamra 1992 constitution and maubia some mandate so betime supervision when it comes to election or referenda in this country. 7 ensures the development and implementation of gender and disability program. Also eyoma said yes on be say sebio yenuan mo madidem ene sebio ema almost so yedie nkoso nyina no e wo so mutimi hwe se omuso benya mfasodie anase mpuntudwuma wo masetenam Electoral Commission nyina e ka omo asade ho enti sawfa Electoral Commission adwuma we se so a when we talk about a year revision, compilation of vote registration, a revision and expansion of voter register, it's a process. A ban revision, a ban expansion, it's a process. There's no timeline. And the Electoral Commission voters register. Or new voters register say me yet na voter register we me to aba we ameto atwene. Now after 1 year, after 2 years or 3 years or 4 years, masaya fufuro unless say ono ankasa revise mu so register na ye wo no say bi oba bi ye wo no wo say ye tunu nyina agu ne ko ye bi fufuro enti the basis no fundamental basis is a continuous process and also to me oko developed countries are yente say UK, Germany or USA ye beto aba yesinkrofo nkoto santen no monkonko twiro mudi yente bi da nanso betesi German fo ato aba obeti US fo ato aba obinya 18 years a onkodi queue mu nkoye dede me nkoburu mpepra nkrofo se de koso ano sa no system are built and this is how the constitution of Ghana created the Electoral Commission and this is how the Electoral Commission is supposed to work and do 18 years automatically no there should be a way and nipa no betimi a register nanso eja obika yenyi ehu ni enti no se nyina asakoto santene ya buru ehu ani kunkum bi se de last election yekun ye hu eno now yan hwa de bi na no ma me esrowusu at the deadline beto say by the end of this month one will register our SIM card no ye betwam no already enkrofo sha say so move face challenges na hwe ade bi asem okan say I am not responsible for Ghana card challenges Eslawusu tells critics. Was it the Minister for Communications and Digitalization Esla Owusu Ekufo has hit back at critics blaming her for challenges bedeviling the SIM card re-registration with the Ghana card. Eslawusu Ekufo said criticism against her are unfounded as she does not have oversight responsibility over the registration process. The word underline oversight responsibility. And Timami Eslawusu as a Minister of Communication and Wankasa can say ban say Ghana card registration so be Ghana card and also be Ghana card no enya na dwuma no enya na sede oni sa tumi no waje atum. So the first question say wunni sa oversight responsibility to ensure or to making sure say Ghana ni bia nya sim Ghana card there we see them ko set deadline the SIM card registration when you know say was say Ghana fo nyina obi anya Ghana card and san odi akokotro di our nim prefer say we still have a large number of Ghanaians and they don't have the Ghana card to even enable them to go and register, but this minister set up a deadline. Once you know that we need that responsibility, the oversight responsibility of a national identification authority, but she went ahead to set a deadline. But when Enkrofosha so move face challenges complaining, no, they are no about bunting, and Yama said, no, and Yama Juma, no, and you were Juma dia, then what was your business to give a deadline as to speak, Okache say ending of this month, and I'll be blocking for SIM card. Now, so last month, August, end and for SIM card, more blocking for close to 1 week. When people realize that even you are blocking for a register, most are not backfire. Then quick through the Ministry of Communication to National Communication Authority, most are afraid the SIM card and crown, Mamma block you, and then or more SIM, I register more and saying, and will be a year, Juma. Sometimes people don't think. The problem you have in this country is that we have government appointees, we have servants who are so power drunk, so they don't think before acting. So the question, the baby said, Ministry of Communication, Mami Esrousu, any Joe Anochi of NCA, say you are drinking Yansa Ben Pan in a womu, say for 1 week, more blocking for SIM card. Now after 1 week, now the managers will be at the own plate, including Crawford, no more register. Former President Mahama registering the chairman, Attorney General, Attorney Godfrey Dame, or Nankasana Honka for SIM card, you blockade, and Crawford will be their blockade. After 1 week, you know, them are backtrack to say, what went you thinking? And some will take that decision. But this is Ghana. We just let them go. People can just misbehave. The minister can just misbehave. Say you talk anyhow. The National Communication Authority can act anyhow. At the end of the day, they wouldn't even dare to apologize to Ghana and say sorry for the inconvenience caused, because they know say they are the boss who we have voted, and the president are giving them mandate, and for that matter, instead of them to serve us, they are now our bosses and we are their servants. They don't care, nobody will act. Then okasa same way ya kasia ono na ma deadline say by September say Ghana ni bia register no. Then the National Identification Authority boss, Professor Ken Atefa, was say we have told Esrousu NCA it is impossible to register everyone for Ghana card before same re-registration deadline. Atefa wakasa simo on 17th September 2022. Nane nansia no kasa simo no. To catch the minister and say, "Wo ma me deadline no. Sabre me ntimi register Ghana ni bia manya Ghana card. No timi akase wo se Ghana ni bia nya Ghana card into an register there. What can I say? So it means there's no coordination between these ministries, because the breeder document, which is the Ghana card me nyans ma register me nya wo so twa me simu. Somebody is not thinking. Now, yen sha de yes solve where yen solve wie ye no. I had an election 2024 ni bam. Then the Electoral Commissioner on 9 September 2022, they also make a categorical statement. Not here. Accelerate printing of Ghana cards to qualified applicant. EC tells NIA. And the Electoral Commission catch the NIA for say, Omonya in 10 na Ghana ni bi was after so man Ghana card mo fa ma no. Not here. The reason tia omokasa asem no. The Electoral Commission has called on the National Identification Authority to accelerate the issuing of Ghana card to enable prospective voters to register to vote. The call follows the Commission's decision not to use the guarantor system in the 2024 voter registration exercise. According to the EC, the Ghana card will be the sole identification document for the registration of voters. This will take effect with the maturation of a yet to be laid constitutional instrument. The Electoral Commission say NIA for making sure so bia benya ni Ghana card, because omo de mra bi be kwa to parliament na say mature na say agitu a emra na nyina ne say limited registration na yakọ nyina no obi a wini Ghana card no untimi register, because ya makwa mo be mkonko register enko guarantee emfa maw enti se wo voters ID card dada no a se 2020 election no ye wo do Ghana card ko register ye wo de ye voters registration exercise a wonya voter card no se no kuta bia untimi mfa nko guarantee ma obi. What it means ni se me ankasa me ba ma wo no me ye Ghana ni me ba no so ye Ghana ni am wo Ghana card me yire so wo Ghana card nemo me ba no wanya 18 years onya Ghana card ni bi enya ma no mintimi nkodi kanisa danse enche se abofra we me ba oye Ghana ni entima danse ni mu hwe na mu register on so electoral commission say ntumi. So now the electoral commission is putting pressure on the National Identification Authority to speed up the issuance of Ghana card. Once Yewra Ken Atefua Aka will make a categorical statement to the Minister of Communication, Eslowusu, and this communication or this message should go straight to the Electoral Commission. Say they cannot, and I say it is impossible. It is impossible. If it is impossible for NIA to meet the deadline for the Ghana card registration, the SIM card registration, would there be any possibility, say, this NIA will make it possible to register every qualified Ghanaian to issue a Ghana card, non-fan concord register for the Electoral Commission, a year limited registration as a registration? It means somebody is not thinking. And the Electoral Commission has made it clear. So when you Ghana card now, on register, on to me register. So what do we see? So whether 2024 election will be peaceful or bloody or violent, free, fair, transparent, and I shall say. Then America boo baby simply say, Quesiada beda, a shall say free me in the number. And should be a better and from a decay. So who say we see, I shall see free baby PR. It means there's fire. And then NDC for our press conference be. Na I say the same thing almost issue ye. Ebebo video ne kakra mo watimi enya hwe yewra everse free anchor data of election and in central for Kasai. Almost the same issue no matimi are raising. The very question we have to ask ourselves and say. So now the Electoral Commission is saying, say, though the Electoral Commissioner register me 2020, me Ghana a year voters ID card. Now the Electoral Commission says I cannot use that card to guarantee OP registration. And the question is, bedu sabre Electoral Commission be limited registration. Na sabo frana wenya 18 years because emran say wunyanya 18 years how to register. And it's the Electoral Commission. Say na NB Electoral Commission open voter registration exercise limited registration. Na say na deadline so na say na minya 18 years emran say we say me register ne. Ghana card no so nye Ghana card I obetimi akọ register na do card amount. So for that matter, how is that person going to get the opportunity to register and vote as a Ghanaian? I think Ghana, we need to think. Let's not sit down and think so this Electoral Commission ya shall say oh neko because we can't say ban election matters are Ghanaians are politically biased, especially when it favors them. Say nko ye kra na wan say favor na dey or ye okay. Nemum say am favor na dia na no dem na demonstrations ahodo e koso. This is the danger the Electoral Commission sete ede eba. Say guarantor system ne nya adwuma ne emfa nkode a na breso a National Identification Authority for me atia say it is impossible to get every Ghanaian registered with the Ghana card by the timeline or Saturday or then how possible it is say obi abenya bi no da kwakọ register we asem sebe na ebre ene betumi akire yentie NDC for press conference and no more they also raised the same issue about the Electoral Commission and other matters yentie ne wi a ne akotwa ehutaw ye ba ye de komotwetwe ne behihye so
anom de akọ parliament na baby omu a omo se emra na eye nyina so register ye wo sese no samra no se mra foforo we eba samra no ye twe asan na enu ni sunsanso ne se koba ne sa ne chese samra foforo ye omde akoi enu nkwa ne mra ebeye nyina so for yabato mu nsam ye ni mra foforo for edin aye tro no abrena brane ayo e na ye ni mra foforo for edin aye tro no prakope eye mra baako eji se sa kane mra na ema kwan si enyusu passport yenyusu Ghana card yenyusu guarantee uyi anu free wa na se na ye mra no enu kwa na beba ba ye mra na che so obi biara wo tro wudin a wanfa na ye mra na che se eno no ne ekuntia eba ne sa na che omo fa kwan bi so e de aye new register eno so se ekone sa ebe ha dwen and I'll share easy for no titu Madam James and Boss Manasari Omobaya. I pack a near co. Ansana BBC cry, ever be pay, I pack an assembly parliament. No parties, no committee level. Ya try say I drink, I chair I drink. Am I so ya de ya drink chair about the cow. We almost try and crack, I say, Yemra, na ye medium kitan. ye emre no so ye nipa ye ka so mo nko gina mu maye Alhaji Hudu Yaya ene me deputy Amate emre no so ye no omo ka chom so meet no mo tu ahyeda afa be wie kire no ya from kra ye nkotia ne se omo de emra no akọ parliament meanwhile ye so ye adwen kire bi enim ene emra no omo de akọ parliament no wo hwa ba bi wo ho a omo pese omo sisa omo tu said them sikano emra dada na ewo ho no omo tugu let just say register we a ewo sisia no ompese omo sisa no
Yera Evans Free Ankra and a director of election the opposition National Democratic Congress and then central function moi omofreye and already omo accuse electoral commission no NDC force the omo atini the omo huni de omo say electoral commission kra pese o compile a whole new register but the electoral commission so about senya sanity name a limited registration exercise omo be no making sure say what we need Ghana card ntimi konko register sanity and just sanity e bre no betumi atebusia